Alright, today I wanted to make a short video trying to solve a problem that I had. Actually, I've already got the problem solved. I'm going to show you my solution to it. I have a Jeep JKU actually. Want to ride around with the top off and be able to do it by myself. Don't want to spend a ton of money for these little cheap contraptions that everybody has on the internet for sale. Pulleys and a little rope for $150. Not going to do that. So what I come up with is I went to Harbor Freight, bought a 2,500 pound ATV winch. And I did a little jerry rigging, and I've got it to where to pull my top off, and I'll show you how I done that. So let's get to it. So right here is my ATV winch. I have it bolted to my ceiling. I have a room that's above this garage here, and there's 2 by 12 inch floor joists up there, and I have bolted this winch to the floor joist. I have 2 lag bolts. Sorry, I don't know what size, but what I did have to do is that metal bracket that the lag bolt goes through, that goes into the floor joist, I had to oversize that hole a little bit because my bolt would not fit through the hole, and I wanted to make sure I had enough meat that was going to hold the weight of this top with only 2 bolts. So I used the biggest lag bolts, but anyway, I wanted more meat than the bolt that would fit through the original hole. Alright, I'm back in now, getting ready to lift the top off. I've still got to take off my freedom tops and take off the 6 bolts that fasten the top to the Jeep itself, and then I'll be ready to hook my straps up. Now I'll show you what I did for my straps. I got on Amazon. This was a 25-yard roll of 2-inch webbing, and I got this for about 10 bucks on Prime. That's for shipping and all. I just looked, and it has this particular roll has went up to 18 bucks. But there, I know that when I was looking at this one, they had some more that was around 11. So you're looking at, say, $11–12 for this 2-inch webbing. I gave this winch is $69 at Harbor Freight. You always can have a 20% off coupon at Harbor Freight. So I got it for like $54, tax and all. So say $55 and $10. I've got $65 in this thing, and picking my top up off my Jeep. So I think that's a lot better than $150 for a little rope and pulley system. So I'm going to loosen all my fasteners, take my freedom panels off, and I'll get back when I get ready to do my straps. Alright, so the straps I store them down here. I just pull them out, close my bin. And so what I'll do is I run them over the roll cage, of course, and I pull this rubber right here out, and I run the straps under that so it don't match my rubber. People are concerned about straps on your rubber and stuff. Well, I don't have any straps on any of this rubber, so I'll get this done. So just go like that right there. Go on top of the Jeep with that one. On this other side. Over the top, and I will hook it to that shackle. I guess it's a shackle, what you put on your bumper to pull people out of ditches and stuff with. So let me get this other side run like this side, and I'll get back to you when I get ready to hook to the shackle. Alright, none of what I've showed you so far is what I would consider jerry rigging, but what I'm about to show you next is definitely in that category. And that's how I hook the power to the winch. I use the battery on my Jeep to power the winch because when I'm using this winch, the Jeep's always going to be here. So that's why I have chosen to use the battery power off my Jeep instead of having an extra battery, or even instead of using the AC winch that they have at Harbor Freight, which goes off of the outlet of your house, but it costs considerably more. So let me hook to this with my power, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when I say the word jerry rig. So I got to get up here. I store my cords up here at the winch. I got to get those down. So I'm just going to step on my tire like that, and now I'm up here and pull my cords down. I have them Velcro strapped together, so I need to take that Velcro strap and get all this cordage untangled. Okay, so on this winch they have this, it's like an inline fuse. I put tape around it because it was all metal. Didn't want it banging against my glass. And right here I've cut their leads off, and I cut the end off of a heat gun which was no longer functional. So I have a DC drive motor hooked up with an AC connector. So this is the beginning of my jerry rigging, but this is not what I'm talking to still. What I'm about to show you is how I hook this to the battery is what I'm talking about. So let's go over here. I have it laying on the floor, and it's right here. It's an old extension cord which I will plug this plug into. Alright, and then the extension cord I have wired into an old non-functional jumper box leads. I cut them off the old jumper box, and this is what I was talking about jerry rigging. But it gets me connected to my battery and to my winch, so I really don't see a problem. It works, and it works well. So let me raise my hood and I'll get this hooked up, because I got to lower the winch before I hook to my straps. So here's my power leads connected to my battery, and it's connected to my winch. And the winch comes with a nice little remote control. Press and hold the button in the middle for 3 seconds and it power on. And now all I gotta do is hit the extend or the retract button to get it to come down. So all right, get my straps all over here where I can get to them. Start with this far side first. Take out this bolt. And this shackle is a little bit big for this because that latch won't fold forward, but it's not going to cause a problem. And so I loop both of these over this side, just like that. I loop both of these over this side, just like that. Put my bolt back in. And now we're ready to go up with this thing. All right, I didn't bother pulling all the slack out because I'm wanting to see how well this thing does work. So I'm going to go up slowly and cut my remote back on. All right, I'm going to start going up with it. And I'm going to stay back here at the back so I can kind of guide it with my hand in case one side comes up first. I don't want it bumping down on my Jeep. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put the camera where it can see the top going up. Alright, then that's it. I've got a way I'm fixing to do right now, because I mean, this is the second time I've tried this. I'm going to hook my top 2 corners to my wall so it won't spin if the wind blows. Alright, so I've got my top anchored to the wall. I've got it to where I can get the top on and off by myself, and I'm fixing to go for a ride and enjoy it for a while. I'll show it when I put it back on. Alright, time to try to put that top back on. This is the first time ever I've back under the top for reinstall. The first time I took it off, I just was testing the winch, lifted it up and lowered it right back down. So I don't really know what to expect right here, and I back up a little too close to it and have to end up pulling back forward to install it properly. Alright, that's about it. Worked like I hoped it would. And so anyway, hope this helps somebody out. If you like it, subscribe, like, comment, anything you feel like.